Welcome to the GCSE Maths Advantage. I'm Dr. James Carter, and every episode I'm going to break down one topic, show you where the marks are, and give you a quick win you can use in your next exam. Whether you're targeting a grade 7 or pushing for a 9. Let's get into it.
Hook. Last year, one simple slip, failing to substitute a final answer back into the original equation, cost students more marks across AQA and Edexcel than any single algebra topic. Sound familiar? If you've ever stared at an answer and wondered why you lost marks, this episode is for you. Today we're learning a 3-step checking routine you can use in under a minute. Substitute, reasonableness, method trace. That's the whole episode, depth over breadth. I'll show you why each step works and what to write on your script so examiners can't miss the method you used. Let's work through this step by step. First step, substitute. Once you have an answer, pop it back into the original equation or expression. It sounds obvious, but in practice, students skip algebra checks when they think the algebra looks right. A quick substitution catches sign errors, incorrect rearrangements, and arithmetic slips. Example, a quadratic. Suppose you solve x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0 and get x equals 2. Substitute x equals 2 back. 2 squared minus 5 times 2 plus 6 gives 4 minus 10 plus 6 equals 0. It checks. If you had miscopied a sign and got x equals minus 3, substituting shows minus 3 squared minus 5 times minus 3 plus 6 equals 9 plus 15 plus 6 equals 30, not 0. That tells you straight away something's wrong. Write the substitution on the script. Check, substitute x equals 2 equals 4 minus 10 plus 6 equals 0. The examiner sees you tried the correct check and can award method marks where appropriate. Second step, reasonableness. This is a quick sense check using bounds or special cases. Ask, does the answer sit where it should? If you're calculating a probability, is it between 0 and 1? If you're finding a length, is it positive? For algebraic answers, check extremes or simple values to see if the expression behaves as expected. Example of reasonableness. You solve a proportion and get that a part is 250 when the total is 120. That's a red flag. A fast bounds check, part must be less than total, stops you. Or for trig, if sin theta equals 1.5, you know immediately it's impossible. Jot down the quick reason. 250 greater than 120, impossible, or sin greater than 1, impossible, and move on. The examiner sees you've applied a correctness test, and that's powerful. Third step, method trace. If arithmetic fails or you run out of time, trace back through your algebra with a short written chain showing your setup. Examiners award method marks for correct approaches, even if the final number is wrong. So write the key equation, one clear manipulation, and the substitution attempt. Not every line, just the core steps. For example, in a 3-mark question, the mark scheme often expects M1 for setting up the right equation, M1 for correct method working, A1 for the final answer. If you can't finish the arithmetic, the method trace might still get you 2 marks. So write, let 2x plus 3 equals 5y, set up, rearrange, 2x equals 5y minus 3, method, substitute x equals, even if the final calculation is messy, those M marks are often there for the taking. Marks are there for the taking. Now, the exam technique, what to write and why. Examiners want to see your thought process. That means neat labelled steps, equation, algebra steps, substitution or check, and an explicit statement if something is impossible. Use arrows or short phrases like substitute, check, therefore. These help the marker scan your script fast and award method marks even when arithmetic slips happen. Common places students lose marks: skipping the substitution, failing to state an assumption like length greater than 0, and messy algebra without the key intermediate line that shows the method. If you write the central equation and one correct rearrangement, markers will often grant the method mark. Write it down, don't just think it. Quick win, a 60-second check you can use in exams. Memorize this checklist.
1. Substitute final answer into original, 10-20 seconds. 2. Do a reasonableness check, bounds or special case, 10-20 seconds. 3. Write one method trace line if uncertain, 20-30 seconds. Practice it so the whole routine takes about a minute. Don't skip the check. It catches roughly 70 to 90% of silly errors in practice papers.
Timed example question. Question. A recipe uses 3 parts sugar to 5 parts flour. If you have 200 grams flour, how much sugar? You calculate sugar equals 3/5 times 200 equals 120 grams. Quick check. Substitute into ratio. 120 to 200 reduces to 3 to 5. Good. Reasonableness. Sugar must be less than flour here. 120 less than 200 checks out. Method trace to show work. Sugar equals 3/5 times flour equals 3/5 times 200 equals 120. Done. That full check is about 20 seconds once practiced. Live practice walkthrough. Question 1. Quadratic root. Try this with me. Solve x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. You find x equals 2 and x equals 3. Now perform the 3-step check out loud. Substitute x equals 2, 4 minus 10 plus 6 equals 0. Substitute x equals 3, 9 minus 15 plus 6 equals 0. Reasonableness. Both roots are positive and reasonable for this parabola, which factors to x minus 2, x minus 3. Method trace. Show factorization x minus 2, x minus 3 equals 0. And you're done. This is the exact wording that wins marks. Live practice walkthrough. Question 2. Proportion rescue. Example. Find x if 4 over x equals 2 over 9. You solve cross-multiplying. 4 times 9 equals 2 times x, so x equals 36 over 2 equals 18. Substitute. 4 over 18 simplifies to 2 over 9. Reasonableness. X positive and larger than 4. Fits. If you misdivide and get 17, substitution shows 4 over 17 is not 2 over 9, so you catch it quickly. Method trace to show cross-multiplication explicitly. 4 times 9 equals 2x equals 18. That little line often turns a lost mark into one recovered.
Final recap in one sentence. Substitute, check reasonableness, and trace your method. Do that every time and you'll stop dropping easy marks. That's your quick win for today. If this helped, share it with a friend who's revising. You'll find more worked solutions and revision resources at jcacademyonline.co.uk. Until next time, trust the process and nail that exam. Stay curious.